it's Sweetie Pie, and again we get another day of sun. Ugh. So I've been actually waiting to review this palette for a bit now. There's been a little bit of commotion with ColourPop lately. Apparently they'll be upping some of their prices. I did go on to their website to kind of peruse what was going on. Now, I wanted to review this for you guys. This is the ColourPop All I See Is Magic palette, and it is one of those, it's the same type of packaging as the, what was it called? The Golden State of Mind palette, which, as you know, if you watch my videos, you know that I didn't really love, a majority of the shades in that palette. So anyway, this is the Golden State of Mind palette. And it is very pretty. Oh my gosh, look at those shades. Now, obviously, when I saw this on ColourPop's website, they had a deal going on. I think I only got this for like $15. I think it was maybe even less than $15. This is a beautiful palette, guys. This is gorgeous. But one thing that I noticed is it is $20 regular. I think I would probably still pay $25 for this. Now, mind you, you have to remember I live in Canada, so, it's probably going to be 28 bucks for me. It's still gorgeous. Now, I'm so happy that I got this on a sale, but the shadows in here are so pretty. These are kind of right up my alley right now. The most used shadow, the shadows that I love the most are these three right here. This green one is interesting. I've never had a shadow like this, and everyone always talks about a shadow by MAC, and it is a green-brown shadow. This is it. And oh, what is the color of this shadow? It's so hard for me to sometimes. This is Wishful Thinking right here. It's so pretty. I found that the mattes in this palette, there are, how many of them are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 mattes in this palette, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 shimmers and 6 mattes. The mattes are very pretty, and they were actually very well picked. I use this color pretty much every time I use the palette to kind of not set my eyeshadow, but what am I trying to say? As just a base in my crease, it is Go Wish. And then Top Notch is another matte, very pretty. These are a little bit powdery, but I find that they blend pretty darn well. And I did do a look using this palette. Also, today is a different look. I used this palette, and I just wanted to continue using more shades of this palette. And today I used this shadow right here called Tinseltown. Is it Tinseltown? No, it's Pitter Patter. This one right here, Pitter Patter. This color was what drew me into the palette. That very pretty pink, purpley, oh, it's just beautiful. And then I went in with, what is this one? Go Wish. And Top Notch, I used a little bit of Now and Zen, which is a very pretty, it's a chrome shadow that looks white in the pan, but is actually a very pretty gold. And then I also used Wishful Winking, I think. It's this bronzy color. This is a very cool bronze color. It's kind of like bronze and green. It was very different from the bronzes that I normally use or are in every substantial palette. Anyway, so let's go into the swatches of this baby, because I did do swatches, and then I just wanted to talk a little bit about ColourPop and their changing in pricing, and yeah, a little bit more about the palette, and also I'm going to throw in the look right after the swatches so that you guys can see how these applied. I also used one of their Supernova shadows in that that tutorial as well. It is in UFO, and I do have a video about those. I will post it right up here if it's out already. I'm pretty sure it will be. So yeah, guys, let's go into those swatches because they are beautiful. This palette is pretty. This is my favorite ColourPop palette. Oh, and then I also wanted to show you how I am storing all of my ColourPop eyeshadows from now on. So yeah, let's go into those swatches. Holy jeez, I could just blabble on forever. So yeah, guys, you've seen those swatches and the look I did. I did that look yesterday. I wanted to film the one I did today as well, but I was like, oh, I just want to really focus on my eyeshadow. I only have like the weekend left until I go back to work. So I wanted to just have like a nice peaceful makeup moment. Sorry about it, guys. Alright, so yeah, I love this palette. It's definitely beautiful. And let's go into how I am storing all of my ColourPop shadows from now on. I had this old palette, and literally you can go like buy these palettes from eBay for extremely cheap, like $5, $6, $7, $8, and they usually contain some crappy eyeshadows that, in my opinion, are just usually absolutely crap. They're usually like those little tiny pans. Well, what I did was I had one of those from when I was younger, and I just took the all the eyeshadows out, and I put magnetic paper in there. If you don't know what magnetic paper is, it's essentially just like a long sheet of magnet. And obviously these ColourPop shadows, all of the ones that come in palettes, come out, as well as they do have singles. These are my Coastal Scents singles. I had them in those small 12 pan palettes, but I really wanted to add these in because I think I can create quite a few looks with just this palette alone. And I am about to go pick up the Violet Voss hashtag palette out of my box. Oh, I'm so excited. But yeah, I want to use this, and I think that putting all of the like matte shadows that are in these ColourPop palettes together, I can actually create some more looks, because sometimes I feel like I'm going into other palettes when it comes to the ColourPop palettes. This one is really surprising. It does have quite a few mattes, and oh my gosh, the one that I love altogether is definitely this one in Pitter Patter. Like, oh my gosh, the most beautiful, like, purpley pink burgundy color ever. Now, about these shadows, they do contain talc and dimethicone. I am not seeing any of that weird pan bowl floppy that I saw in my Golden State of Mind palette. Some of these are definitely like they're metallic dimethicone shadows, but they're not like leaking outside. Now, this palette is made out of a like more shiny material than the Golden State of Mind palette. The Golden State of Mind palette, the inside of the palette itself, like these little pieces here, were actually made out of the same thing that the back and the front is made out of, that really velvety texture. So I'm thinking maybe that's the reason why, and that's all they had to do to stop that. Maybe it's still happening, but you don't really notice it happening because this is such a shiny material. Now, when I went onto their website, the Golden State of Mind palette was $26. They did have a sale, like a large sale, where I think you could get it for like $16. But I was really surprised that this one was $20, but the Golden State of Mind one was $26. I think they contain the exact same amount of shadows. I'm just going to go grab my box because I'm a little bit interested in that. Yeah, my Golden State of Mind palette is the exact same size and the exact same, like the same amount of shadows. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 shadows. Yeah, so I'm very surprised at why this one's 20 and this one's 26. I'm not sure of that at all. I did also check and see their liquid lipsticks. I just checked their Ultra Mattes, but I'm assuming the rest of them are the same, have gone up to $6.50. I don't buy their lip products very often anyway, so that doesn't really bother me any. Like, I mostly love their Super Shock shadows and their eyeshadow palettes. They have been awesome. Oh, and these Supernova shadows, they are not the same as the Glitter and Glows, but still like so pretty. Alright guys, well that is everything I have to say about the All I See Is Magic palette, as well as the controversy going on with ColourPop changing their prices. Maybe they're getting higher prices, I'm not sure. I hope that they stay pretty low, because as a Canadian, like, I pay $1 to $1.50 more on every single item, which, you know, can get more expensive. And I love ColourPop. Like, ColourPop is beautiful. They have great products. I have loved them for a long time. Their Super Shock shadows are amazing. So yeah guys, I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys subscribe to my channel. I would really love to have you here in my Sweetie Pie world. And yeah, I hope you guys come back. And yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. You know, that always helps me out. And comment down below, what do you think of this whole ColourPop controversy? I'm sure people will not be very happy. I did see a post on Instagram, I think, that they made. Yeah. So yeah, tell me what you think about that. See you later, guys. Mwah. Bye!